In the shadows of the digital world, an unseen war wages every second of every day. This is not a war fought with bullets and bombs, but with bits and bytes. The battlefield, our computers, smartphones, and networks, the combatants, hackers seeking to exploit weaknesses, and cybersecurity professionals, the digital guardians, striving to protect us from these invisible adversaries. Every day, these two sides clash in a constant struggle for control. The stakes are high. Personal data breaches could expose our most intimate secrets. Financial theft could wipe out our life savings. And national security threats could compromise the safety of entire nations. This is not just a battle. It's a full-blown war, fought silently, relentlessly, and invisibly. Imagine, if you will, the most significant battles in history. The chaos, the tension, the high stakes. Now shrink that battlefield to the size of a silicon chip and speed up time so that these battles happen in nanoseconds. That's the scale and intensity of the war happening right now in the realm of cybersecurity. Take, for instance, the infamous WannaCry ransomware attack of 2017. It swept across the globe, infecting hundreds of thousands of computers in over 150 countries. Or consider the Equifax data breach that exposed the personal information of nearly 150 million people. These are but two examples of the countless skirmishes that occur daily in this invisible battlefield. But who are these digital warriors? On one side, we have hackers, an umbrella term that covers everything from lone wolf operators to organized cybercrime syndicates and even state-sponsored cyber warriors. On the other side, we have cybersecurity professionals, the digital knights who safeguard our data and our digital lives. In this relentless game of cat and mouse, who are the players and what tools do they wield? Just like in any war, knowledge is power. As we delve deeper into this digital battleground, we'll uncover the tactics, strategies, and tools that define this new era of warfare. Remember, the first step to winning a battle is understanding your enemy. On one side of this battlefield, we have the hackers, the silent predators of the digital realm. These individuals or groups are as varied and complex as the codes they manipulate. They are the unseen puppet masters, pulling strings from the shadows, driven by a multitude of motivations. Some hackers are motivated by the allure of financial gain. These cybercriminals use their technical prowess to infiltrate banks, corporations, and personal accounts, siphoning off funds with a few clicks of a keyboard. Their targets are often unaware of these digital heists until it's too late. The money vanished into the ether of the online world. Then there are those with political agendas. These hackers are the digital soldiers, the cyber revolutionaries. They use their skills to disrupt governments, influence elections, and propagate their ideologies. Their weapons are not guns or bombs, but codes and algorithms. Their battleground, the vast expanse of the internet. And let's not forget the thrill seekers, the hackers who revel in the challenge of breaking through firewalls, bypassing security systems, and outsmarting the most advanced defense mechanisms. For them, it's not about the money or the politics. It's about the thrill of the chase, the satisfaction of cracking a code, the adrenaline rush of a successful breach. These silent predators employ a variety of methods to achieve their objectives. Some employ a brute force approach, attempting to crack codes through sheer computational power. Others opt for a more subtle approach, using social engineering tactics to manipulate individuals into revealing sensitive information. And then, there are those who use advanced malware, worms, and viruses to infiltrate systems, often lying dormant until the time is right to strike. These hackers are sophisticated, relentless, and ever-evolving. They adapt, they learn, they innovate. They exploit vulnerabilities, seek out weaknesses, and strike when least expected. They are the hunters in this digital wilderness, constantly on the prowl. But in this digital wilderness, the hackers are not unchallenged. Enter the defenders, the guardians of our cyber frontier. These are the cybersecurity professionals, the unsung heroes who work tirelessly to shield our digital universe from the silent predators that lurk in its shadows. Their battlefield is as vast as the internet itself, and their enemy is relentless, constantly evolving. But these guardians are not deterred, for they are armed with a formidable arsenal of tools and tactics designed to keep the hackers at bay. Their first line of defense is knowledge. Understanding the mind of the hacker, their methods, their motivations is critical in predicting their next move. They stay abreast of the latest threats and vulnerabilities, constantly learning, evolving, adapting. They're like chess players, always thinking several moves ahead. In their toolkit, they have sophisticated software and hardware solutions, firewalls, intrusion detection systems, anti-malware tools, encryption technologies. These are just a few of the weapons they wield in their ceaseless battle against the hackers. They're like surgeons, meticulously cutting away at the cancerous growth of cyber threats. But the most potent weapon in their arsenal is perhaps their ability to think like a hacker. This allows them to anticipate potential vulnerabilities and patch them up before they can be exploited. They're like detectives, always on the lookout for clues that might lead them to the perpetrator. Despite their best efforts, however, the guardians of our cyber frontier face numerous challenges. The speed at which technology is advancing, the sheer volume of data they have to protect, the shortage of skilled cybersecurity professionals. These are all hurdles they must overcome. It's a cat and mouse game, with the stakes higher than ever before. But rest assured, these guardians are committed to their cause. They understand that in this digital duel, failure is not an option. Their mission is to ensure the safety of our digital universe, to protect our data, our identities, our very way of life. The game is set, the players are ready, but who holds the upper hand in this digital duel? In this ever-evolving battlefield, the balance of power constantly shifts. The world of cybersecurity is not static. It's a dynamic landscape that keeps changing, forcing both hackers and defenders to adapt or perish. Let's take a moment to appreciate the complexity of this game. The hackers, who were once confined to basements, are now sophisticated entities. They're continuously devising innovative means to breach systems, using advanced technologies like artificial intelligence and machine learning to their advantage. With these tools, they can identify vulnerabilities, automate attacks, and even learn from their failures to improve future attempts. But on the other side of the coin, we have the defenders. They're not static either. They're also harnessing the power of these cutting-edge technologies to bolster their defenses. Artificial intelligence and machine learning are being used to predict and preempt attacks, identify unusual patterns, and respond to threats in real time. However, it's not just about the technology. It's also about the tactics. Cybersecurity, much like a game of chess, is about strategy and foresight. Hackers are constantly changing their attack methodologies, crafting new malware, exploiting new vulnerabilities. But the defenders are not far behind. They're always on the lookout, patching up security holes, updating their systems, and educating users about potential threats. In this great digital duel, the advantage often goes to the one who adapts fastest, who learns quickest from their mistakes, who anticipates the opponent's next move. It's a never-ending dance, a relentless game of cat and mouse, with each side trying to outsmart the other. But as we continue to digitize every aspect of our lives, from our homes to our workplaces, the stakes are getting higher. The battlefield is expanding and the threats are becoming more potent. And as the line between the digital and physical world blurs, the consequences of a successful cyber attack can be dire. In this relentless pursuit, one question remains: can we ever truly be safe? As we gaze into the future, the stakes in this digital duel only grow higher. In this cat and mouse game of cybersecurity, the board is set for a thrilling contest of wits and wills. Our journey into the future of cybersecurity carries us into a landscape where artificial intelligence and quantum computing become the norm, not the exception. With these advancements, we expect to see an evolution in threat detection and prevention mechanisms. Imagine a world where AI systems are trained to predict and combat cyber threats even before they materialize. A world where quantum encryption renders our data virtually unhackable, providing an impenetrable shield against the most skilled hackers. But let's not forget, as our defensive capabilities evolve, so too will the offensive strategies of our adversaries. Cybercriminals will continue to adapt, exploiting the very same advancements that we leverage for protection. The cybersecurity landscape of the future will likely witness an escalation in the sophistication of attacks, with artificial intelligence and quantum computing weaponized to wreak havoc. In this relentless pursuit of security, there is a need for continuous learning and adaptation. Tomorrow's defenders will need to be agile, equipped not just with technological skills, but with a deep understanding of human behavior and psychology. For it is often through the cracks in human judgment that cyber threats seep in. The future of cybersecurity also prompts us to consider the ethical implications of our actions. As we develop more powerful tools to guard against cyber threats, we must ensure these tools are used responsibly, preserving the privacy and rights of individuals. As we venture further into the digital age, we must ask ourselves, are we prepared for what's to come? The intricate dance between hackers and defenders will continue to unfold, shaping our digital lives in ways we can only begin to imagine. The future of cybersecurity is not just a technical challenge, it's a human one. And it's a challenge we must face together, with knowledge, vigilance, and a shared commitment to creating a safer digital world.